Morning and welcome to MissouriNet.com. It is Show Me Bowl week as we get ready for the high school football championships. A cold Saturday for all of the semifinals, except for one game in Class 5. A very chilly afternoon, but now they'll be inside the comforts of the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. And joining us, Jason West, Communications Director from MSHSAA, to kind of get us up to speed as to what will be happening this weekend in St. Louis. Jason, I guess we'll start with some of the games. And really, as I look at some of these matchups, it's really amazing. And we talked about this a couple of times, but Valley Catholic, I believe, is going for their sixth straight Class 1 title. And Webb City will be going for their sixth straight in Class 4. And then Lamar is going for, I believe, their fifth straight. So we've got some big dynasties here.
We do. And Webb City and Valley Catholic also share the distinction of having the most overall championships of the membership, regardless of class. I believe this is lucky number 13. They just won 13 last year. So I believe they're going for 14 this year. And then Lamar has been on an incredible run over the last few years. Also, John Burroughs in Class 3 is back again. I believe this is their fifth time to be in the Show Me Bowl in the last 6 years. They have not won the game yet, but making it to this far, 5 out of the last 6 years is another quite an accomplishment. Well,
that'll be interesting to see then if they can get over the hump. Here's interesting. I was looking back at the brackets, and Valley Catholic in 2009 was the last time that they lost. They were in the finals. They lost in 2009. They lost to Penny.
Exactly.
That's their opponent this weekend.
Yeah, we have some very intriguing matchups. Penny is also a school that has been to the Dome before and has won. Like you said, they beat Valley. But then on the Fort Osage in Class 5 is another school that has been there within the last 5 years, I believe. They lost to Kirkwood, I believe, a few years ago. But on the other side of things, we also have some brand new schools in Chaminade in Class 5 and Malden in Class 2 that are experiencing the Dome for the first time and have advanced further than they ever had, I believe, in school history. Kearney in Class 4 has won a state championship within the last 6-7 years, I believe. So they've been there before and probably would have been there more had they not had to play Webb City in the quarterfinals or semifinals. But we have some very intriguing matchups that have both new blood and old blood, if you will.
Well, and you mentioned Kearney. They won back in 2009, and they are matching up again with Webb City. So we've got two championship showdowns where Valley Catholic and Webb City, they've been on these incredible runs, and they're playing the teams that knocked them out the last time they lost the championship game. So that is quite intriguing. And then you mentioned Malden in Class 2. I think it was not the semifinals, but I think in the quarterfinals, I think they won a triple overtime game. So some amazing stories and a big run for sure.
Yeah, Malden defeated Cardinal Ritter in the quarterfinals, 50-44 in triple overtime. Last year, Malden played Lamar in the semifinal to go to the Dome. So that'll be a rematch as well. And then the other team that we haven't talked about yet that is new as well in Class 3, Odessa, is making a trip to, I believe this is the first time at the Dome for them.
Well, this hangout is brought to you by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, reminding you to get your flu vaccination. Stay in the game, get vaccinated, and to find out a clinic near you, you can go to mo.gov and click on the flu vaccine locator. And Jason, I will hear it from Laverne, a big Stanberry Bulldog fan, if I do not mention 8-man football. And I've talked about it on my on-air reports, and she sent me an email later this week, and she said, I have been on you for in the past for passing up on 8-man football. I want to thank you for the shout out this morning and mentioning them as the semifinalists this year. And she tagged it with Go Stanberry Bulldogs. That's another interesting matchup because you've got the Bulldogs of Stanberry, and then they're taking on North Andrew. And I believe this is the fourth straight year that those two are in the 8-man finals.
Yeah, I did not realize this, but they're actually in a 5-game series, apparently. best of five. But and I think North Andrew holds a 2-1 lead there. But that's going to be a fun game. Again, this is the fourth year in a row that these two teams have made it this far, so they're very familiar with each other at this standpoint, and both are at the top of their game right now and have been all year long. So that's going to be a fun game to watch.
Well, Jason, let's talk about it, because now we've got 6 games that'll be played this weekend, 3 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and the 8-man will get things started off. Talk a little bit about the schedule, and then for those fans who are watching this who may be going to the Dome this weekend to watch the games, maybe one of them or watch all of them, maybe some tips and some things that they can expect or look for while they're there.
Sure. Like you said, we'll get things started on Friday at 9:30 a.m., bright and early, with the 8-man game between North Andrew and Stanberry. And then once that game is finished, we'll make some adjustments to the field. For the 8-man game, we have to make some adjustments to a little shorter field and a little narrower. And so we have to take up those markings and things like that, get it ready. And then at 1 o'clock will be the Class 4 game with Webb City and Kearney. That'll be followed at 4:15 with the Class 2 game, Malden versus Lamar. And then we'll finish the night off at 7:30 with Blue Springs South and CBC, Christian Brothers College, in the Class 6 game.
Yeah, I actually said 6 games. There are actually 7 for the whole weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on Saturday, then we will start at 11 a.m. with the Class 3 game, John Burroughs versus Odessa. And at 2:15, hopefully we'll kick off the Class 1 game with Valley Catholic and Penny. And then 5:30 is the scheduled time for the Class 5 game, Chaminade versus Fort Osage, and at halftime of that game, we will present the winners of the Missouri NEA Teacher Awards Matter contest.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, actually, we've been talking about that too. They've been a sponsor here of these Hangouts, talking about that student or teacher or employer that just had a big impact on their life. Well, that'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see who wins that.
Yeah. And as far as fans coming to the game, the tickets are $12 a piece, and it's general admission, so you can find the best seat that you'd like. And obviously, with a downtown venue like the Dome, parking is going to be essential. There are some parking garages around the arena that are open. Most of the lots close to the arena are paid parking, so you would need to be prepared for that. If you'd like to come over and spend the night, either Friday night, Thursday night, Saturday night after the game, the Ballpark Hilton is the official host hotel for the venue, and they have some very good rates. I believe friends and family, or fans and family, is a $79 rate, with a portion of that going back to the school. So have some great venue opportunities there as well.
Oh, that's a great deal, no doubt about that. It should be another exciting season. I mean, we've got some great matchups, without a doubt. Yeah,
I think we really do have the 14 teams that are playing the best football right now, and we had some exciting semifinal contests as well, and so it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. There's not one game that you can look at that's probably going to get out of hand early. All of these teams are playing really well and at a high level right now.
And then, Jason, what about for fans that are high school football fans? They're not going to the game, but they're going to be out, maybe participating in Black Friday, spending time with family. Where can they get updates? Of course, we'll have recaps at MissouriNet.com, but as the play is going on, where can they get updates?
Well, we will be sending out Twitter feeds, Jay West at Misha, or Jay West Misha at Jay West Misha. I'm still learning the lingo of social media aspects. So we will have some updates there. You can watch the games online via computer, your phone, whatever you have internet access. Those will be, all 7 games will be streamed. There is a subscription fee involved with that, but you can watch those at misha.tv. And hopefully, if technology will help us, we will also have links on the Misha website to be able to watch the live stats of the contest while they're going.
Very good. Great stuff. It'll be an exciting weekend. Jason West from Misha joining us. Good luck, and we'll talk to you after the championships, and we'll find out who that winning teacher is, and we'll talk about the games.
Sounds like a great plan.
All right. Thanks a lot for watching us here at MissouriNet.com.